Thousands of years ago, humans pulled off one of the strangest feats in history. We took wild animals from the wilderness and completely transformed them to live alongside us. We took wolves and turned them into dogs. Wild cattle became cows, and wild boars became pigs. Wild horses became companions, workers, and transportation, transforming entire species to fit human civilization. Which raises a weird question. Have we already domesticated everything worth domesticating? Or is there an animal alive today that could become the next dog? But to understand why, we first need to understand why most animals are terrible candidates. People often confuse taming with domestication, but they are not the same thing. A tiger raised by humans can become tame, tolerating people and even showing affection. But that doesn't make tigers domesticated. Domestication happens genetically over many generations. And that genetic transformation is incredibly difficult. Take zebras, for example. For centuries, people have tried to domesticate zebras. On paper, they seem perfect. They are similar in size to horses, strong enough to ride, and they live in groups. This illustrates the problem. Most species fail the domestication test. Some are too aggressive, some panic too easily, and some refuse to breed in captivity. In other words, humanity probably picked most of the obvious winners a long time ago. But maybe not all of them, which brings us back to foxes. In 1959, a Soviet geneticist named Dmitry Belyaev launched a fascinating experiment. His goal was simple: take wild silver foxes and breed only the friendliest individuals. Nothing else mattered, not size, appearance, or intelligence, just friendliness towards humans.
Yeah, these two are good.
Generation after generation, the tamest foxes were selected to reproduce.
And what happened next shocked scientists. The foxes didn't just become friendlier.
They started looking different. Their ears became floppy, and their tails curled.
Their coats developed new colors and patterns, and some even began acting like dogs. Woof! They sought out human attention, wagged their tails, and followed people around. All of this happened in just a few decades, an eye blink in evolutionary terms.
The experiment revealed that once a species adapts to humans, other changes quickly follow.
Behavior changes, appearance changes, and even biology changes.
Which is exactly what happened to wolves thousands of years ago.
That's why foxes are probably the strongest candidates for future domestication.
Just because we can domesticate foxes doesn't mean we actually will. Because today, we face a problem that our ancestors never had to deal with.
We don't really need new domesticated animals anymore.
For most of history, domestication solved practical, everyday survival problems.
Animals provided food, transportation, protection,
and heavy labor. But modern technology now handles almost all of those jobs much better.